In November last year, we arrived in New Zealand with our aim to cover all 40 squares on the New Zealand Monopoly board.
We bought a motorhome to tour the length and breadth of the North and South Islands. 3 months in, disaster struck when we lost 2 months of footage.
In this episode, we revisit some of those places so we can complete our Monopoly challenge. We spent a morning working with my gorgeous nephew Joe, who works for Conservation Volunteers New Zealand. This organisation connects people who love nature and want to make a difference. Joe is a team leader, and we joined a group of his volunteers to protect native trees.
It's Robert and Peggy. So I asked for a flat white and they went and got me one from somewhere else on board. I'm not at the coffee machine, this is a properly made flat white. I'm really impressed with the service so far. Peg's polished off the cheese board.
And we're just waiting for the mid-morning tea snacks to come round.
Wow, look at this. This is incredible.
It's not quite as glorious as when it first came out. But it's still good.
It's still amazing. Look at this. Beautiful. That's lovely, thank you.
Thank you.
What was our experience like today in the premium lounge?
Absolutely fantastic.
Absolutely amazing. I just can't believe it. Best premium lounge
I've
ever.
ever been in. For the staff, they just looked after us all the way through and we got waited on hand, foot and finger.
Yeah, amazing. I just didn't want to leave. I want to live here. We're back on board, ready to go as and when that happens.
Yeah.
Just had a fantastic experience. It really was tremendous. What did you think, Peg?
I think if you go on the Inter-Islander ferry and you've got any extra money, treat yourself to the lounge experience. The premium lounge experience is like nothing I've ever had before. You get waited on from the minute you're there. They will come round and they bring you food and drinks and everything. It's not like other ferries I've been on where you just go up and help yourself. They really look after you.
You can go up yourself, but they're always coming round offering you food and drink.
We've just ate our way through
We have.
the whole journey. And things like I did have to go up to order my wine. I think that's to make sure that you're over 18. But then I got my glass refilled by people.
It was great. I mean, I had to turn down the wine, unfortunately. I mean, I had a little bit just to taste it, but Peg...
I had to finish it off.
Peg had to finish it off.
I had to take one for the tea.
But unlimited tea, coffee, there was biscuits, fruit. You could help yourself at any time to any of this. They had such a humongous and generous selection. The amount of food courses just kept coming with little plates of
We
things.
had a cheese platter to start, didn't we?
Very impressive too.
And then after that they did a mid-morning tea, which was like a little afternoon tea.
Beautiful.
with sandwiches and sushi and pastries and cakes and things like that.
And you could just choose what you wanted. You know, I had a couple of different things I fancied trying. It was lovely.
Then there was a hot and cold buffet lunch that you could have salmon, ham. There was ravioli.
Yeah.
There were lots of different options.
Lots of things. You go up and help yourself, so you could have as much or as little of what you wanted. Go for seconds if you wanted to.
Soft drinks. Then they came round with the puddings. So when you were sat at your table, they came round with the puddings off a trolley, didn't they?
So again, several different selections and ice cream as well.
It was like an old-fashioned pudding trolley, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The dessert trolley coming round. But the staff were gorgeous. They really were lovely. So, and then after we'd had all that and we'd had coffees to further order as well, the manager came round and asked all of us how our experience was.
I thought that was really good.
Yeah, and I would have to say I would heartily recommend going on here. I really would. I seemed to be the only passenger that was drinking a lot of wine, but I made up for the rest of them.
Well, this is it. I mean, they weren't pulling their weight on the wine department.
Somebody had to. We got some discount from being NZMCA members.
We got a $15 discount.
Yeah.
I think it might have worked out at £35 each or something. We even turned down the last tray of macarons that they brought around. We're just so full.
Well, we don't like them.
We don't like them. One thing, if you could offer us something else other than macarons, that would be much appreciated. We're not overly keen, but it was a very, very positive experience. We had access to the outdoor deck.
Oh yeah.
From where we sat.
Captain let us know there were 2 pods of dolphins that went past. I missed both of them. You had to be really quick out of there, and I just, probably due to the amount of wine I'd drunk, I wasn't quick enough, so I missed both pods. So
that was great. We could get straight out on deck fairly swiftly. There was toilets in there.
Yeah, that was the only thing I'd improve.
Yeah, so the toilets, I mean,
It was serviceable toilets.
Yeah, and it was just for our lounge.
They were clean, but they just could have done with updating.
But they weren't like premium toilets, they were just like your everyday boat toilets, if you understand what I'm trying to say.
We're so used to having good toilets everywhere we go in New Zealand, aren't we? And I know that might sound a bit weird, but there's every public toilet we've been in has had soap, it's had toilet paper, it's had everything you need.
And you get toilets in places you just wouldn't expect in New Zealand. I mean, you could be in the middle of nowhere
and there's a toilet.
And there's a toilet there and you think, what? How's that even possible? Yeah. But they just do it.
I don't think they like freedom wheeze over here.
That's what it must be, yeah. No freedom weeing. But you don't have to because, there'll be some facilities close by. Where are we, Peg?
We're back in Palmy,
Palmerston
North.
Back in Palmy. We're going to hope not to lose this video this time.
It's a lot more lively this time. Last time we came just between Christmas and New Year and there was hardly anybody here. Now it's buzzing and there's lots of hoons too.
Yeah, they don't want us recording this because they're just trying to play the music as loud as they can to stop us recording. Anyway, we've got through, ploughed through somehow.
Don't know if you can see us and I don't know if you can hear all the birds in the background, but it's absolutely heaving with birds. I don't remember that last time we were here.
No, it's definitely noticeable this time though. Yeah, they're quite chatty at this time in the evening.
Yeah, it's almost like they were quiet for Christmas and now they're all back to life again.
Yeah. Peg, I can't believe we're here again, but where are we? Apart from a very, very noisy roadside.
We're back. We're back in Napier, which is a coastal town on the North Island, set in the Hawke's Bay area, which is a wine-producing area.
Okay. Now, Napier was rebuilt after a 1931 earthquake, and it's known for its Art Deco landmarks, like the zigzag-patterned Daily Telegraph building, not to mention the one that's behind us right now.
So the building behind us is the former headquarters of the National Tobacco Company, and it's regarded as one of the city's most beautiful, elegant commercial buildings.
What, from the post-earthquake rebuild?
That's right.
I thought it might be somehow.
There's been a more recent challenge that the city's faced. Do you know about that, Bob?
Yeah, it's tropical cyclone Gabrielle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this cyclone devastated the North Island of New Zealand and affected parts of, where's that, Peg?
Vanuatu.
Vanuatu, easy for you to say, and Australia in February 23. Right, we're just passing through the Hawke's Bay area, having left Napier, and the destruction from Gabrielle is quite evident. We've seen houses, cars, tractors, vineyards, railway tracks, anything you could think of has been uprooted, wrecked, smashed up, trees through houses. It's quite incredible the devastation that it's caused. We have absolutely no idea. We've heard about things that have been going on in New Zealand since we've been here. We've been so lucky that we've never been in any of these areas when these incidents happened. But we've just witnessed now for the first time the devastation that it can cause, and it's quite incredible to think. Yeah, what was it, 2 months ago, was it? Obviously work is well underway to repair it, but we're going past now, these train tracks just completely wrecked, roads are falling through, there's still cars, mangled cars by the roadside, tractors in hedges, trees in houses, everything you can imagine, vineyards wrecked. It's quite incredible, to be honest. I just didn't appreciate, no idea, I had no idea this is the sort of effects that it can have. Wow. I mean, I'll just show you this if you can get this as I go past. So as we left Napier earlier today, there was basically a road with just lots of rubble, household appliances, anything you can imagine just littered down both sides of the road. It basically looked, there's some serious flight tipping was going on, and it must just be the fallout from Gabrielle. Ricky, introduce yourself.
Okay, I'm Ricky from Spark Rotorua, and I am going to be a part of ticking off the Monopoly board.
So we last met Ricky 3.5 months ago, and then we lost the footage. So we come back to Rotorua just to say hello today. By luck, he's here, and Ricky's going to authenticate for us 2 squares on the Monopoly board. So the first one, Ricky, is: are you an authenticated internet service provider?
Yes.
Yes. So that's one tip.
That's still.
And keep this still, says Peg. Did we purchase this phone off you?
Yes.
On the 28th of December last year?
Yep.
We did. So that is our second square, authenticated by Ricky from the Spark
Rotorua.
Mobile company.
It's the Spark mobile company, Rotorua. Thank you, Ricky. We much appreciate it.
No worries.
And we just hope that we don't lose this footage, and I'll have to come back again to see you in another 3 months. Goods and Service Tax, GST, is usually charged at a rate of 15% and added to the price of most goods and services supplied in New Zealand. While we could have shown many different examples of where we pay GST, we thought this fine example of fish and chips from the east coast of the North Island would be worth another look. Where are we, Peg?
We're at Timanaroa.
Spring?
Yeah, Timanaroa Spring.
Did you know that this is the largest discharge of boiling water in New Zealand?
And that's incredible because there's a lot of geothermal springs around here.
And that's 40 to 50 litres a second of boiling water just coming up, pumping out, right behind us now, traversing through, down into the hot pools below. It's quite incredible.
I was just going to say it's the Big Daddy. It's the Big Daddy hot spring.
This is the Big Daddy of all the hot springs in all of New Zealand. So Peg, this is where the magic happens. This river is really steaming.
So you'd think with it being so hot round here that it'd be a hostile climate for wildlife, but some of the birds absolutely love it. And some of the trees as well. The manuka tree seems to do really well around these geothermal springs. But also there's birds, there's kareru that come round here, there's tui, I've seen a fantail this morning, a pea waka waka, and lots of other birds that you see around here who just seem to absolutely love this really bizarre landscape.
What do you get if you see two tuis?
A 3.
Is that a 3 or a 4?
Oh, it must be a 4.
Right, you might see a bit of steam in the background.
So this is the first stage. It's the pool that's cooling the water that comes out of the hot spring, which is 98 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, so somehow they've got to get it down from 98 to between 30 and 35 to make that comfortable for sitting in.
Yeah, or some of the pools are hotter than that. They go up to, I think 42 degrees is the hottest they can have. Otherwise it gets too hot to...
Yeah, and as we found out this morning, it's well too hot. It was too hot this morning.
It was too hot for us, but there were 2 kids just playing where the hot water was coming out. So obviously different people have different levels of tolerance.
Yeah, and we haven't got a very good level of tolerance by the looks.
No. This is a manuka tree in blossom. And the manuka is what the bees make honey from, that we get the really nutritious and healing properties from manuka, which is also known as a tea tree. There you go.
We really enjoyed our first visit to Waikiki Hot Springs, so we weren't too disappointed in having to visit again after we lost the footage of our first visit. We were able to stay overnight in our motorhome, which allowed us full access to the hot springs at dawn and a magnificent sunrise the following morning. Right, we are in what's called the soak pool. This is like the hottest bath you've ever had.
It's like a monkey bath.
We can't stay in here very long. I know that sometimes if this gets above a certain temperature, 50 degrees is it, Peg? Or?
No, it's above 42.
42. Above a certain temperature they'll stop people using it. I've got to say,
it's hot.
I can't. We've just come in the steps here. We know when we've been in before.
It's hotter over that end.
It's hotter over that end. I can't get beyond the steps. That is how hot it is in here. It's hot.
Yeah, it is hot.
We should have brought some eggs with us.
Yeah, we could have done breakfast.
Yeah, we could have brought a couple of, and had a couple of boiled eggs. Maybe next time.
I have to get out.
Peg's getting out. She's been in for 30 seconds, and to be honest, I'm getting out too. That is well too hot.
We had lots of free parking. Each district in New Zealand posts their free camping on their websites, and the first of our many free spots was at Kawakawa. We bought a Go welcome mat from Mitre 10, so every time we came back to our moho, we passed Go.
Cheers, Gordon. Been an absolute pleasure. Till we meet again.
I can't believe that 5.5 months has gone so quickly. We're back at Auckland International Airport again. feeling very emotional, saying goodbye to my Auntie Peg, Uncle Gordon, all of the McConnells, my brother John and Chris, Joe, Sean, everybody. We just love you all.
It's truly a sad day. Now for the next step of our adventure.
It's a sad day, but it's been fantastic to have time with them.
Amazing. Thank you, everyone. And see you soon. Bye-bye, New Zealand.
Bye-bye, New Zealand.
So this video marks the completion of us visiting all 40 squares on the New Zealand Monopoly board. Peg, did you expect it to be this easy?
No, it was absolutely beautiful. I mean, the whole of New Zealand, it's worth visiting anyway. And the Monopoly Board Challenge gave us an opportunity or a framework so we could visit lots of different places in the North and the South Island. We still have other places that aren't on the Monopoly board that we're going to be showing you as well that we visited, and we'd love it if you came along with us.
So yeah, the next video will show a continuation of our journey in New Zealand.
We've loved it. We've had 5.5 months all around New Zealand, and what a place to visit. We just want to thank everybody who's watched the videos and come along with us on our journey. And if you have liked them, hit the like button, hit subscribe, and also if you want to be notified about our other adventures, hit the notification bell.
Ding!